should not be misspelled. That is, I'm rushing through just to throw some stuff together, and when I go through to look at reading responses, you get maybe a 2 on the response, sometimes a 0 because there's no topic sentence, there's no capitalization, there's no punctuation. All of those things that help to build a paragraph are not present, and so I'm not going to read it if it's not 8th grade worded. So, there's first activity that going to complete both the read and respond. We're going to do that together. I'm going to guide you through that. And then you're going to take the quiz. For every one of the topics on the level 2 playlist, you are doing both the read, respond, and you're doing them in that order. Read, respond, and quiz. Vocab, you're doing the video, read, respond, and the quiz. The read, respond, getting 4 grades on it, then it's going to have an impact when it's time for you to take the assessment, the level 2 assessment. You won't have that background information. So let's make sure that we are spending just as much time on the read and respond activity as we're doing on the quiz. Even though it doesn't say quiz for read and respond, it is still important and essential to you meeting each one of the standards. There are the one we're going to do, and then there are 6 independent activities that you're going to complete. My classes yesterday, had kids to complete all 5 of the 6 activities and only had 1 left for homework. Our goal is to make sure that we are finished with level 2 because we want to do like Carla News. We're going to talk about some volunteerism, some community service kinds of things that we could do in the community to help better grievance, and that's one of the tasks from RCD. So we'll talk about it, and they could be some hypothetical things, especially with this coronavirus. And Ms. Garth is not in favor of being out talking to anybody, interviewing anybody, touching anybody, standing any closer than 12 feet to anyone. So I'm not going to put you in danger because I'm not going to put myself in danger. So it may be some hypothetical things that we do, and everybody films their part separately, and then in Zoom or in Google Meet or something, we were able to pull everything together so that we're all there on the screen together. So, without further ado, we're going to go ahead and look at paragraph writing. As we are looking at the video, there are some essential pieces we should come out of this video being able to identify certain things. I don't want to make no music for me. My hand is touching everything but what it should be. You don't have your notebooks. I first want you to go ahead and open your notebook to the next blank page. That number is 2 and 2. It should be a left and right. And we'll give this to you. And you should notice up under the desk, everybody else's notebooks are there, saying this is yours. So when you leave today, you're going to leave your notebooks up under the desk, so you don't have to keep touching them. That notebook was up under that desk, slide it down. That's the thing, so take this through like that. Thrown up under there. Or so open it up to the next, the last page. I think you took some notes. And like this one, you told to me, first page, I don't know. There are 3 notebooks pushing on that. want to have two. On the first page of the bill. Does not, we don't have to know. We're going to get one.
Bro, I think you get by the same dude. Hey, where they at, bro? Like, keep spawning, keep spawning, shit, bro.
So go ahead and turn the page, and then they label that 2 and 2. 2 and 2. Just like you see up here on the board, 2 and 2. So once you turn on the back side of that page that you were taking over, and fold it in half, that's it. What's wrong? No good. I'll be over there just 1 second because I didn't know another page to be. I need to set up last week. On the left side of page 2, you're writing the learning target. I can identify the parts of the paragraph. It's on the left side. I can just identify the parts. At the top, we have our learning target. I can identify the parts of the paragraph. And so we're going to watch the video, and as we're watching the video, we're going to come up with those attributes. So we're going to stop along the way. Picture what I have first. Alrighty, so here we go. This is paragraph writing.
these paragraphs. A paragraph is a group of sentences put together in a way that explores the top. The perfect paragraph is like a tasty sandwich. How? Each sentence an ingredient. And it's important how you stack them. If it's not set up right, it won't make sense. Like meat goes between two slices of bread. Imagine bread in the middle of the meat instead. A topic sentence comes first, then detail sentences. You have a closing sentence at the end to finish it, and the topic sentence is the most important. It gives the main idea or tells you what the point is. That first sentence is always indented. That's how you know that it's the paragraph beginning. A paragraph can be all fact or opinion. It depends on the flavor that you want to give it.
Paragraph is a group of sentences all about the same thing.
Alright, so we're starting with, what is a paragraph? Alright, a paragraph is a group of sentences about the same. I have got a pet peeve with the word thing, about the same topic. That's not a thing. We need to understand that it's about the same topic. So I'm not going to, if I'm talking about ice cream, and then I go ahead and I start talking about popsicles, then if I throw that sentence in, it's an extraneous detail. So I want to make sure that I stay pure with my topic, which is very important. Identifying my topic and making sure that all of my sentences are about the same topic. Okay? Then along with that, they gave us an illustration, and so I'm going to use that illustration here. And they talked about this being our topic sentence. So let's listen to find out what the topic sentence does.
It off with the topic sentence. That's about the main thing. Then you get.
Okay, so it starts with the topic sentence, and they say that's the main thing. Okay, so a topic sentence is a sentence that tells the reader what the paragraph is going to be about. This is important. Mainly about. What it is mainly about. Okay, and that is, topic sentence is the main idea. Slash central idea of the passage. So when this guy was a kid in school, they called it main idea. Somebody decided that they wanted to change the vocabulary, and so now everything is what is the central idea. It's the exact same thing. Main idea and central idea. So our topic sentence is a sentence that tells the reader what the paragraph is mainly about. Now you may mention some other things, but it's in support of that main focus for your paragraph. Okay? Then next we're going to have supporting details. details. It's going to be that meat, the cheese, the pickles, the bacon, if you like bacon on your sandwich. Those supporting details are going to give me more information about that topic sentence. Will give more information about the main idea. Looking at that again, main idea. So basically, this part is going to hold that top bond there. Then finally, we have our concluding sentence, and this is something that we tend to forget. That's the concluding sentence or statement. And the concluding sentence or statement is going to sum up the ideas in the paragraph. And that concluding statement is just as important as the topic sentence. Because it's not a hamburger until we put the other bun on. We need this support. Because it completes the sandwich. So we have to have all of these parts in order to have a paragraph. So when I'm looking at written responses, I don't see paragraphs. What I see mostly is this information right here. I'm missing topic sentences. I definitely don't have concluding sentences, but I have a whole bunch of details that you pull from the text, but they don't support anything.
Details to fill the paragraph up. Finish it off with the closing sentence. Voila, you're done.
We know the opener and closer on top and bottom, just like the bread. Next, you gotta fill it up with meat. I mean details. The paragraph's body supports the main idea. These sentences help prove your point, like evidence being presented in court. These sentences are organized with transition words, like also in addition, next, second, and third, and don't include details that don't support. What? The last thing you wanna do is prove yourself wrong. Before I get carried away, let me say, the closing sentence can't simply restate the main idea in different words, or it can be a thought that ties the paragraph together. So to end, a good paragraph may make you hungry for more information about the topic you're covering.
Paragraph is a group of sentences all about the same thing. Started off with the topic sentence, that's about the main thing. Then you give some supporting details to fill the paragraph up. And finish it off with a closing sentence. Voila, you're done.
Alright. So then when you go back in vocabulary, you will see, voila, we're done. We have identified our topic sentence, supporting details, concluding sentence, or the conclusion statement. One thing I want to bring to your attention is make sure that those supporting details, sometimes we're just going through listing details, and there are no transition words. When you're in elementary school, those were those time order words that you learn. And so you use first, next, then, finally, after that. Now it should be a little more sophisticated when you use your transition words. So, although, therefore, however, you should be transitioning through your ideas, and I'm not seeing transition. If they ask for reasons why, then I just get a whole list of stuff. If they're asking for a paragraph should be written in paragraph form. It is sentences, all about one topic. So what I want you to do is I want you to think about should have this written down. I'm going to take a picture of it and then I'm going to take it down. So I'm going to choose a topic for us. Of course, I got to get rid of this. Sure you have it written down. Your notebook. What's your learning target? And I have a topic. The topic that we're going to write about together is going to be about bees. Something that I am allergic to until because I have most of my classroom. So this is the topic. And I want you to pay attention to my topic is going to be 1 to 2 words. So when somebody asks you what is the topic sentence are not the same thing. So our topic is going to be 1 to 2 words. It's the thing that we're talking about, the noun that we're talking about. What kind of topic sentence could we come up with about bees? What's something that we know about bees? What's something that we know about bees that would engage our reader?
They're dangerous and they sting people.
Bees are what? We don't want to give them that much, but we can say bees are like you're necessary. Necessary, important. I'll do this. Bees play an important part in, let's see, they play an important part in nature. Short, brief, and to the point. Okay, so go ahead and write that topic. Bees play an important part in nature. Notice that you should have an indented here. So you should leave some space. Make sure that you indent. That's our very first sentence. Bees play an important part in nature. So then that means our supporting details are going to be about what? Exactly. And what are their roles? If I say that they play an important part in nature, then what part do they play in nature? That's what my supporting details should be about. Some of my details aren't going to be about their color. But I want to know what's their role in nature. So then what do bees do? Okay? Bees help to pollinate and what's the purpose of that? Okay? Bees help to pollinate helping these help to pollinate flowers. Pollinate flowers. And why do they do that?
You see what
You say to make honey? Okay. Pollinate flowers to help them grow. I'll do that more though. To help them grow. What else? What's another important role that they play in nature? What'd you say? Okay. Bees provide honey. And what's the purpose of the honey? So bees provide honey to the bees use the honey. Okay. So bees provide honey for their young and for human consumption. What else do we know about bees? It's an important part in nature. Singing. Yes. Oh, help them. Thank you. Help them grow. Thank you. Bees provide honey for their young and for human consumption. Something else about bees. How do they keep populations in check?
Okay.
So you think so that they don't become overpopulated? Okay. Yes.
Well, if the bees were the one that wants to grow, other animals like deer and stuff that eat the grass. So without the bees, then other animals die off.
Okay. So, give me your sentence. What do you want to say?
So, bees, they help the whole ecosystem.
Well, that's what the science brings. They help the ecosystem out.
I don't know, I never had them. I'm from at the stove, put it together.
Anything else that you can think of about their important role? What goal is balance and balance population of other small? When you say they eat up the other insects, they kill them. Yeah. Anything else we can think of about these? When you tell me that they have an important part in nature, and I'm not liking the word part, I'm going to change this to a role.
Yeah. But
An important role in nature. These help to pollinate flowers and help shrubs. These provide honey for their young and for human consumption. These help the ecosystem by providing food sources for other animals. Anything else? To add to that? Anybody remotely want to add to our paragraph? Anything that you can think of that you can add to that paragraph? What'd you say?
I said that's a really well written paragraph. That's something people saw the inside.
Okay. Okay. Oh,
In conclusion, I have learned about nature by providing honey, pollinating flowers, and animals.
Very simplistic and elementary school. You're not, hey, Fred, I want you to be a little more sophisticated. Yes, you could go through and each one of those sentences has it. And that does give you, like, if you're a beginning writer, which you're not, so plain and simple, if you are a beginning writer, you're like second, third grade, you're going through and studying those exact same things, we'll close out your paragraph. But I want you to think a little more sophisticated, and give me a concluding sentence for it. You have these plants grow role in nature. These help to pollinate flowers to help them grow. These provide honey for their young and human consumption. These help the ecosystem by providing food sources for other animals. Concluding sentence or closing sentence. In conclusion, you have to speak up. In conclusion, these are wonderful. I'll try it if somebody wants to try something different. In conclusion, these are one of the most what? Most important So this is what I was thinking. I think these help the ecosystem by providing food sources for other animals. I was thinking, in conclusion, I was thinking, although these are crazy, but that's what I was thinking. So I was thinking, all in all, these are essential. To our growing and that, in conclusion, being one of the most important species. Somebody else want to try that in conclusion sentence? Yes. Okay. So overall, these are important to both the ecosystem and so which way you want to? So we have three. We have in conclusion, we have all in all, we have overall, these are whichever one goes best for you. I like the overall. I like overall these are important to both the ecosystem and people because we talk about roles and then that's an important role. So I really like that.
say like 20, like 400.
Yeah, begins and.
I said like, I said she started off with these bars.
And one could as well as play an important role in nature. These help to pollinate flowers to help them grow. And what was the term that you wanted to use? As well as provide honey for the young. Therefore, I think that's the other thing for the yeah. What about here? If I add these play an important role in nature, these also help to pollinate flowers to help them grow. These provide honey for their young and for human consumption. Therefore, these help the ecosystem by providing food sources for other animals. In conclusion, overall, these are important to both the ecosystem and humans. Sound good? Okay. So then, what is our topic? Bees. And we know it because when we're looking for a topic, it's said over and over again. So then we have bees, 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 bees. Everywhere we go. So as we're looking, we see bees over and over again. So this topic must be about, this paragraph must be about bees. Where is our topic sentence for main idea? Alright, so our main idea is here. Bees play an important role in nature. This is our main idea.
11.
Bees also help to pollinate flowers to help them grow. Which sentence or what part is that? That's an example of what? Is that a topic sentence? That's supporting detail or that including sentence? Supporting detail. So I have this as a supporting detail. Bees help to pollinate flowers to help them grow. Any other supporting details? About honey for the young and for human consumption. Bees help the ecosystem, provide food sources to other animals. And I'm going to get rid of bees. Yeah, just put a line through yours. You can't see right. And then I have regular include this sentence down here, and I'm going to use my drink. Always right here. Overall, are, I'm going to go essential. You post this book. And I hardly ever use my yellow. They don't make yellow colors block anymore. I have like 5 of them. About 12 years old. I barely do. I don't think anybody else do. I keep them in my pocket. I don't leave them out. Our concluding sentence, take a break here, and our conclusion. Okay? So now we have a complete paragraph, right? So what we're going to do is go into paragraph writing. We're in vocabulary. You should be able to see on the left side. You really don't have to go back out. Close out my stuff. Very good. You will see on that left-hand side where you see both the vocabulary over there. You will see read and respond. Let me see if I can do.
It's so stupid.
I'm going to go paragraph there. Right. On the left side of that, you see video, vocab game, read and respond, and quiz. So what we're doing is the read and respond, and we're also doing the quiz for each topic on the playlist. Again, I'll say, we're doing both the read and respond, so somebody will ask, we're doing both the read and respond and the quiz for every topic. So clicking on read and respond, it is important that you do the read and respond because it is the piece of the lesson. It teaches the vocabulary that you're going to come across. So we're going to work through this one together, and then I'll let you go click on the quiz and take the quiz. A paragraph is a group of sentences that are about one topic. Describe a paragraph because the first line is usually indented. That means it says farther from the left margin than it is the text. Right there. What I don't get in constructive responses or indentation. That means it says farther from the left margin than the rest of the text. Paragraphs give information or facts about the topic. They can also express an opinion or a writer's belief about a topic. To find the beginning of a paragraph, look for what? Line. Starting our answer, and we are rock stars. Most paragraphs have a topic sentence, detailed sentences, and a closing sentence. The topic sentence is the first sentence of the paragraph and introduces the main idea. Yes, if you second grade to fifth grade, it is. Your main idea is on at the bottom of the text, it could be in the middle of the text, or it could not be in the text at all. You have to infer. So it's an implied main idea. What you've been working with is a stated main idea. It says it in the text. That makes it stated. Sometimes they are inferred. You have to determine them yourself. So it says read the following passage, and we want to know what is the main idea. have to do the screenshots. Okay? You only need to provide screenshots for those activities that you complete when you're not with me. Does that make sense? Okay. So then remote learners, you must provide screenshots for everything because vocabulary does not save this for you. So you must provide a screenshot. But I only want the screenshot for your highest score. I suggest that although the lowest score on all tabs is 10, if I have a choice of 6 tabs and getting 480 points, or I have 6 tabs and making 600 points, I'm going for 600. I don't know about you. 600 will help my grade. Looking at 480 points, I probably would stop at 80%, especially if I have the time. So use your time wisely. Right there on the left-hand side, right up under read and respond, you just hit quiz, and you can go in and take the quiz. To navigate to your next activity, you'll see on the playlist, the very next activity is main idea. All you have to do is use the search up here at the top, type main idea, and it will take you to the next activity, the next video, the next read response, and the next quiz. So that's how you're working through the playlist. There's no need to log out and click on this because you are in person. Those kids that are at home and they're remote, then they have to install the playlist and work through me a minute to get to you. So I don't mind calling it out. Doesn't bother me at all. But I know that everybody here, everybody that's logged in, completed reading the slide. So let me see who I have here with me. Aaron Shotton. Brody. Donovan. Draymond. Josiah. Jonathan. Joe. Chelsea. Najee. Kara. How are you feeling, Kara? Huh? How are you feeling? Manina. Versus Sweet. Beverly. Charlotte. Corey. Stephanie. So therefore, I am missing Taylor. Megan is absent. Cheryl, so that means she left ahead of time. And she's absent. So Vicky is absent. Christopher is also absent. Delilah is absent. And Robert Greenway is absent. Shout out to her. Anybody have a quiz for paragraph?
Hey Siri.
Have anything else from email about your assignments? Is there anything that you completed while you were out that I need to put in? Alright, so far we have the first one there. Do you have paragraph, please? The paragraph writing finished? Aaron Scott. Brody, have you finished your quiz?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, what did you give it?
I guess I clicked on the first one. Overall, I got a 75, but I'm just going on the first one.
Oh, you have to do that again. You got to do that again. That's under 80%. Well, I mean, click on it again. Unless you take it again. 90. Just a little. Yeah. Oh, you have to take it this week. Okay. Okay. I don't know how you get a 75 on the reading response when you did it together.
Because I wasn't following along, and I didn't have it, so.
Oh. Knock that out. Get that one together.
Who is the person